Hello, and this is Theme Park Squib, and welcome to another show. No theme park visits since last week, but there will be one coming up this weekend. So yeah, let's get straight into the show. Let's get into news. Breaking news, quite a lot about Legoland Windsor, as that park is rapidly changing. Firstly, last year the Space Tower was announced to be closed. That site is just left there now. They've just torn up where the ride is. When I do go there next, hopefully I will. I really want to walk on the old site of that ride and go in, because the op cabin's been let in, walk round the queue lines. It is still all in place. This year there was the Miniland expansion and the Lego Reef, but they next year we also know that Haunted House is coming, and due to that the train is closed, which I'm really sad about, because I do love the train there at Legoland. They have been granted planning permission to build a big lodge accommodation at the back of the car park with Lego barrels and Lego lodges with a clubhouse and toilet facilities. That will be amazing. Restaurant as well there, that will be fantastic for Legoland, but I don't really agree with Merlin because they're spending quite a lot of money on accommodation. This is the third accommodation to come to Legoland. Don't know when this will start getting constructed, maybe 2020, maybe the year they debut this, because then it will be 3 years since the Castle Hotel, which opened last year at Legoland Windsor, which is the second hotel, and the Legoland Windsor Resort Hotel opened back in 2012 with the new Ninjago rooms for this year, replacing the Kingdom rooms. Also, they've been granted to build a new indoor ride, which is not the Haunted House. I suppose that will happen in 2021 as their next big development, as they do at Legoland do have a break here from their bigger next big development, like Ninjago. We've barely got anything this year, and then next year we're getting Haunted House. I suppose they'll do that, and then following on they have been granted to build 2 new fairground rides. So that is going to be good, 2 more family flat rides, but they are classing them as fairground rides, so maybe some classic fairground rides could be coming to Legoland, which will be really good for the park. Also this week, in Toverland, their new wing coaster Phoenix has been tested in a new area. That looks amazing. Sadly, we're not going there in the Europe trip. I do love wing coasters. My second favourite roller coaster in the UK is the Swarm, which did get taken by Wicker Man. So I do like wing coasters, really good. With the wing coasters, you either like them or you hate them, which I really do enjoy them. Also, a rumour at Thorpe Park has gone around last night that I'm a Celebrity could receive some changes next year to the ITV2 TV show Love Island. I do not know what Love Island is. I know it's a reality show and that's about it. I know what I'm a Celebrity is because I have watched it. I think they'll probably because they have got the ITV licence probably until 2025, as the attraction did open in 2015. They had the licence for 10 years, as next year will be the last year of the Saw licence, if they're going to renew it or if they're not. So if they do that, hopefully they keep on the Celebrity. I haven't been in it this year because its closing times are really bad. Like, it's a seasonal attraction open between certain months. It's closed again now. It opened only for May half term and now it's closed again. That got us like an hour queue when we were last in. It's not worth an hour queue. But if these changes do come, they are at Thorpe Park trying to appeal to a teen audience now, as that's why we've seen stuff like Walking Dead, Derren Brown, and not a lot of like other things like adult properties. Like Saw is not as popular anymore because that is an adult property, as the film does have the 18 age rating. So they are trying to appeal to teens more now, and they'll probably put an age restriction on that. At the moment I think it is 8, but they don't even check. Thorpe Park, even in the scare mazes, they don't even check. So yeah, let's get into merchandise. Quickly, merchandise, I do have 2 other special pieces of merchandise that I picked up at another boot sale. Like I did show you the popcorn cups from last week. We did get some Chessington medals with this one, a really old Bubbleworks one with I floated round Bubbleworks at Chessington, an extinct attraction now, and I floated round Bubbleworks at Chessington with a cat on there and a little girl in a tub with a load of ducks. That is really old, and Bubbleworks now an extinct attraction. But this is my most favourite piece, a rattlesnake medal. This ride never gets any merchandise for some reason. I got rattled on rattlesnake, and then I got rattled on rattlesnake at Chessington with the old logo there, which Really do like that old logos. I did have the little rattlesnake going round on the ride, and that opened back in 1998. Crazy to think that ride is 20 years old, and I really do enjoy that at Chessington. That's it for merchandise this week. Let's get into Guess the Ride. This week in Guess the Ride, I will reveal last week's Guess the Ride that was at Slammer at Fort Park, a really intense flat ride which did close last year and opened in 2005. Crazy to think that closed, but I did like the little references. Why I did it is because I was talking so much when I did my review of Living Nightmare last week. I was giving you all the Easter eggs for Slammer that were around the queue, and I did go on it once and at the Theme Park Worldwide meetup back in October 2016, and it was really intense. This week's Guest Ride is a water ride that opened here in the UK as it was brought over in 2011 to a park here in the UK and came from Cypress Gardens in Florida, which is now Legoland, Florida. It got moved over here. It's the park owned by Merlin. It got moved over because it didn't fit the family-orientated Legoland, Florida resort. So if you know what that is, put it down in the comments down below and you'll get a shout out in next week's shout out section of the show. Let's get into Channel News. This week in Channel News, there will be a park we're visiting on Saturday, Legoland Windsor Resort. The first time there this year for me. I don't really like it there because it gets super busy and crazy, as it does sometimes, and you only get on 2 rides. We're not there for the rides, we're there for Miniland to see this whole Miniland expansion, because Miniland and Star Wars Miniland is, and walking around at Legoland is like the heart of Legoland, and I enjoy that a lot more than queuing 90 minutes for a teacups ride. Also, more details. There's a giveaway next week where you can be lucky to win one of these Theme Park Squib lanyards. To enter, you will need to comment on the videos and be a subscriber. I'd like if you'll comment your favourite ride, but it'll be any comment, and if you're a subscriber and comment on the video, you will be entered in the draw, and the deadline is next Tuesday at 2 o'clock. So a week from now, you will be able to see the draw, which will be in next week's show. Let's get into shout-outs. Shout-outs, let's get straight into them. First we have the guest arrives, that was obviously Slammer from Jake Smythe and James Beaver. Well done for getting them right. Next we have our YouTube comment from Connor Wainwright. Thank you for commenting. Next we have our Twitter likes and retweets from Theme Park Station and Theme Park Fanatic. Thank you for liking and retweeting on Twitter. Also, I am at 165 subscribers now. What an achievement. I never thought we were even going to get 10 subscribers. And I really want to get to 200 subscribers. And there'll be a special video if we do. And I also want you to put your comments down, questions down in the comments down below so I can answer them in the show. And remember the giveaway next week. And that's it for this week. And I'll see you there. Bye.